फिर इस प्रकार बताया गया ये 7वें स्कंद का अध्याय 6 श्लोक क्रमांक 1। इसलिए मेरा क्लास इंग्लिश में रहेगा, ट्रांसलेशन परफेक्ट नहीं होगा। श्री प्रहलाद उवाच कौमार आचरेत् प्राज्ञो धर्मान् भागवतानिह दुर्लभं मानुषं जन्म तदपि अध्रुवमर्थदम्। श्री प्रहलाद उवाच कौमार आचरेत् प्राज्ञो धर्मान् भागवतानिह दुर्लभं मानुषं जन्म तदपि अध्रुवमर्थदम्। श्री प्रहलाद उवाच कौमार आचरेत् प्राज्ञो धर्मान् भागवतानिह दुर्लभं मानुषं जन्म तदपि अध्रुवमर्थदम्। माता जी प्रहलाद महाराज ने कहा, पर्याप्त रूप से बुद्धिमान मनुष्य को चाहिए कि वह जीवन के प्रारंभ से ही अर्थात बाल्यकाल से ही अन्य सारे कार्यों को छोड़कर भक्ति कार्यों के अभ्यास में इस मानव शरीर का उपयोग करे। यह मनुष्य शरीर अत्यंत दुर्लभ है और अन्य शरीरों के भांति नाशवान होते हुए भी अर्थपूर्ण है, क्योंकि मनुष्य जीवन में भक्ति संपन्न की जा सकती है। यदि निष्ठापूर्वक किंचित भी भक्ति की की जाए तो पूर्ण सिद्धि प्राप्त हो सकती है। तात्पर्य श्रील प्रभुपाद के द्वारा वैदिक सभ्यता तथा वेद अध्ययन का सारा उद्देश्य मनुष्य जीवन में भक्ति की पूर्ण अवस्था प्राप्त करना है। अतएव वैदिक प्रणाली के अनुसार जीवन के प्रारंभिक काल से ही ब्रह्मचर्य प्रथा आरंभ हो जाती है, जिससे बाल्यकाल से ही 5 वर्ष की अवस्था से मनुष्य अपने कर्मों को इस तरह मोड़े कि वह ढंग से पूर्ण रूपेण भक्ति में प्रवृत्त हो सके। जैसे कि भगवद गीता 2.40 में पुष्टि की गई है, स्वल्पमपि यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्। इस पथ पर की गई अल्प प्रगति भी मनुष्य को अत्यंत घातक भय से बचा सकती है। वैदिक साहित्य के निर्णयों से सरोकार न रखने के कारण आधुनिक सभ्यता मानव समाज के सदस्यों के प्रति इतनी क्रूर है कि बच्चों को ब्रह्मचारी बनने की शिक्षा देने के बजाय माताओं को शिक्षा देती है कि जनसंख्या न बढ़ने देने के लिए वे गर्भ में ही अपने बच्चों को मार दे, और यदि दैव योग से बालक बच जाता है तो उसे इंद्रिय तृप्ति के लिए ही शिक्षित किया जाता है। इस तरह धीरे धीरे सारे संसार में मानव समाज में जीवन की पूर्णता के प्रति रुचि का ह्रास हो रहा है। निस्संदेह लोग कुकरों सुकरों की भांति जी रहे हैं और वे 84 लाख निम्न जीव योनियों में देहांतरण करने की तैयारी करके अपने मनुष्य जीवन अवधि को व्यर्थ गंवा रहे हैं। कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन लोगों को भक्ति करना सिखलाकर मानव समाज की सेवा करने के लिए उत्सुक है, जिससे मनुष्य पुनः पशु जीवन में न जा गिरे। जैसा कि प्रहलाद महाराज पहले कह चुके हैं, भागवत धर्म में श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम पाद सेवनम अर्चनम वंदनम दास्यम साख्यम आत्मनिवेदनम निहित है। सारे विद्यालयों, महाविद्यालयों तथा विश्वविद्यालयों में एवं घरों में भी सारे बच्चों तथा तरुणों को पूर्ण पुरुषोत्तम भगवान के विषय में श्रवण करने की शिक्षा दी जानी चाहिए। दूसरे शब्दों में उन्हें इसकी शिक्षा दी जानी चाहिए कि वे भगवत गीता के उपदेशों को सुनकर उन्हें अपने अपने जीवन में उतारे और इस प्रकार भक्ति में सशक्त बने तथा पशु जीवन में पतित होने के भय से मुक्त हो। इस कलयुग के लिए भागवत धर्म का अनुसरण अत्यंत सरल बना दिया गया है। शास्त्र का कथन है, हरेर्नाम हरेर्नाम एव केवलम कलो नास्तेव 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 गतिरन्यथा। मनुष्य को केवल हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र कीर्तन करने की आवश्यकता है। जो भी इस महामंत्र का कीर्तन करता है उसका हृदय शुद्ध हो जाएगा और वह जन्म मृत्यु के चक्र से बच जाएगा। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Sir, first of all, I would like to seek the blessings of all devotees sitting here, especially all the senior devotees under whose guidance my life is going on. And first time I am giving this class in that to Srimad Bhagavatam class in Kunj Bihari temple. This is like our parent temple. And I am trying to speak whatever I have learned from books of Srila Prabhupada and His Grace Radhesham Prabhu's classes. So please all of you bless that I will speak whatever I will speak, it will be for the pleasure of Radha Kunja Bihari and purification of my heart. Hare Krishna. So this particular episode which is going on is a very very special episode in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada used to call Prahlad Maharaj as Narottama. and this Hiranyakashipu, he is considered like Naradhama. So both are kind of extreme. Narottama means he is the best amongst the devotees. Hare Krishna. Yes, bless me. So Prahlad Maharaj is the best of the devotees, and Hiranyakashipu is the best of the demons or best of the atheists. These are like two poles, exactly opposite poles, and they are staying together. So it is such a special situation. And generally, in this particular section which we are reading here, Prahlad Maharaj is speaking about this shloka to his schoolmates. And he is speaking very clearly here, Kaumaram Acharet Pragyo. So Kaumaram Acharet Pragyo, it means one should start his devotional service at the age of 5. So this there are 3 stages like Kaumara 1 to 5, and at the age of 1 to 5 it's called as Kaumara, then Pauganda 6 to 10, and I had Kaishore 11 to 16. So I was just thinking about it, why Prahlad Maharaj is telling Kaumaram only. And as such, most of us have started very late, and especially Prahlad Maharaj is telling at the age of 5. But there are some people in this world, they say ki you should take to this bhakti at the age of 60, 70 or in the old age. So generally this is, most of you may know this joke also, but in one of the temples in Mumbai, they one brahmachari had joined ashram, and so his father came to the temple president and he said that this is not his age of joining, I should join ashram. And then his temple president said, okay, he can go and you can stay back. Then he said, no, let him stay. So actually on this also Srila Prabhupada was asked by one of the reporters, all these young boys are sitting in your classes, or all these young boys are there with you. How come you are having these young boys and young girls? So then Prabhupada asked, who is going in the school? These are all young boys. Why they are going to the school? And then this reporter said, because this is their age to learn. And same Prabhupada repeated, this is also their age to learn this spirituality. So this is a very important thing. And I was just thinking about it, why in the young age one should take to this Krishna consciousness. So I just noted down some things. Now is the right time actually to make the habits. When we are young, that time we can make many new habits, and we can continue with that. And most of us have experienced, it's very difficult to deal with the old people, to change their thoughts. When we tell them, no, we should, you should take this book or something, they have their own process. I have seen especially more young people take this Bhagavad Gita and all than the old people. We are showing, sometimes I have seen it's very difficult. Some of them have quite restrictions, because in the young age it is very easy to make new habits. And first of all, it is another thing I was just thinking, why in the young age? Because there is no guarantee how long person will stay also. During Corona time, young people died actually because of this Corona disease. Many died at the age of 20, at the age of 30, 40 also. And now also, because of many diseases, people are dying at any time. So that's why we should take this Krishna consciousness very seriously at this point. Then I was just discussing with the devotees once, why should we take to Krishna consciousness in young age? So some devotees said, now we can go to the yatras and dhams very easily. In the old age, it is very difficult to go and even do this parikramas, Govardhan parikrama, and in the old age it is very difficult. Also, there is saying in English or something, this green bamboo can be easily bent, but once it becomes very strong, it becomes old, then it's very difficult to break. Also, it is said in English, old dogs cannot run new tricks. So that's why I feel many times young age is the right age. Some devotees also say ki what we should offer to the Lord. We should offer uh, to the Lord the best of the things. Like when we offer flower also, we offer the fresh flower to the Lord. So now some of us may feel ki, but actually Prahlad Maharaj is telling at the age of 5. We came in Krishna consciousness at 20, some came at 30, 40. No problem. So it is said in English, it's better to be late than never. So we can say like that. So this Kaumaram Acharyat Pragyo. So he is telling that at the age of 5 one should come to this devotional service. Then it is spoken here about Bhagavad Dharma. So Bhagavad Dharma means what? Bhagavad Dharma means it's about these three things. So Bhagwan, Bhakti and Bhakta. As simple to remember. So what we have to do in this Bhagavad Dharma is, generally we take this one session to the boys in Spurti camp, that rekindling wisdom, reviving love. So what we have to do is we have to revive our love with the Lord. So what is meaning of love is ahaituki apratihata, and that's what is this Bhagavad Dharma is all about actually. But now one very important thing comes in this understanding of Bhagavad Dharma. How can we learn this Bhagavad Dharma, or from whom we can learn this Bhagavad Dharma? So Bhagavad Dharma can be learned from a bona fide person. And Srimad Bhagavatam is telling, actually it can be learned from Lord only. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavad pranitam, it is. But Lord itself, I think Vidurji, who was Yamaraj, so he has only told that this, Yamaraj has told that these 12 personalities, they are Mahabhagavatas or Mahajanas. So we should learn this Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Dharma from this Mahajanas. So then once Srila Prabhupada is also giving a class, and he spoke about all these 12 Mahajanas, we should learn from them, and that's how we will learn this the science of Krishna consciousness very easily. And at the end of the class, one devotee got up and he said, Srila Prabhupada, you are 13th Mahajan. And Prabhupada said, yes, you are 14th Mahajan. So this is a very nice thing. Prabhupada is trying to tell that we learn in the parampara. So for that, I learned this example from His Grace Rajesham only, that suppose we are showing white Reynolds pen and we are showing something in the board. So the people will understand it is a chalk. But who knows that this this particular thing is only pen, that is the speaker or who is showing. Hare Krishna. Shri Radha Kunja Bihari Bhagwan ki, Shri Gaurnita ki. So only the speaker knows that it is a Reynolds pen, and then he tells to one person, it's not chalk, it's Reynolds pen. Then it goes like this. So this is a parampara system, and we can learn these things in a parampara. And especially we can learn this Bhagavad Dharma by this Mahajanas. So this shloka comes in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that Swayambhu Narada Shambhu. This all 12 Mahajanas list comes. So next he is telling very important point here is Durlabham Manusham Janma. This human form of life is very, very rare. There are 84 lakhs of species, as it is said in the purport, and out of that 4 lakh species are human beings, and these human beings are very, very special species. Now why they are considered special is a very important thing to be noted. It's not just because we are constructing big buildings and having big technologies that we are very special, but actually the human beings are special because they can ask this question very clearly: why am I suffering? Why am I suffering? And what's the life after death? This is a very important question which only human beings can ask. And especially these human beings are asking these questions. Those who are asking these questions, they are actually very intelligent people. And the animals cannot ask these questions. Even all of us know that many times we see this butcher shop and all. They are eating very peacefully, this animals or goats and all. But they actually just next moment the death is there. But the human being, he can cross question, why am I suffering? And one who cross questions these things, that why am I suffering, he is very intelligent, as I was telling. That's why this Manushya Janma is very important. We see this difference between animals and humans also. So humans are very important. And Prabhupada used to say that only we can go into the temples, or humans can go to the temples, but we hardly see dogs coming to the temple and praying to the Lord. So this is that's why this human form of life is very important, where we can inquire about the Lord, and we can. And also it is said adhruvam. This human form of life is also very short, so we have to utilize it very, very nicely. How can we utilize? Is Actually it's very less as compared to the Brahma's life. So whatever number of years we have got, we should use it in the Lord's service, and we can get great benefits, as it is said in the purport also, Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayam. So now, what way we can use our life? So this also I had made it in the last class where I gave. This was very nice 5 points I got from even Prabhuji's class only. So first thing how we can use this human form of life is like a car. All of us know car. How can we use this car in 5 ways? One of the ways we can use this car is we can underuse it. Underuse means many people, they keep the car very nicely clean and they hardly use it actually. And they are just keeping it covered also many times. So they are not using that car. Same way, there are some people, they are not, like especially in the villages, they are sitting in the veranda, or they are talking, they are eating tobacco, and they are simply sitting there and discussing politics, abhi kiska hoga, abhi kiska party aa gaya and all. Also, we see in the train also, many times devotees travel in the train. So, devotees are very busy in the train. Devotees are doing kirtan, devotees are chanting, they are reading, and they are taking prasadam, they are waiting for a big station to do Harinam Sankirtan and all. But the non-devotees mainly, they simply sit and talk in the train. Some of them, they get bored with that, then they eat. So they have hardly something to do. So this is called as underuse of the car actually, or underuse of this human form of life. And the second is overuse. How can we overuse this car? Sometimes somebody may be driving this car with speed of 250 kilometers per hour, and like that somebody may do this overuse of the car. So how can we overuse our human form? Somebody may study late nights, somebody may work for hours. So this was my very special thing when I used to go to Mumbai sometimes for the classes. So I saw morning 7 o'clock there is one special train from here to Mumbai, and many people from Pune to Mumbai, they go for work for 3 hours, almost 2 to 3 hours it takes to go to Mumbai. And they must be coming from some other parts of the Pune, going to the station, then to the Mumbai. Whole day they will work in Mumbai and they will come back. And again in the night at 10, 11 o'clock they will take prasad or whatever, eat. And then they will take rest and again next day. So it's like more than 13, 14, 15, 16 hours almost. So this is kind of overuse of their body. Hardly some time at home and thinking about themselves. So continuously working day and night actually people. This is the overuse of the human form of life. Then third one is abusing the car. Abusing the car means driving very abruptly or breaking some things, like somebody is putting the ball and all this to the car and breaking the car or breaking the glasses of the car. Same way, somebody may be not using this human form of life properly, and they may be going to the wrong things, like somebody may commit suicide, somebody may go to this take to this they may break these 4 regulative principles, drinking, smoking and all. So this is like abusing the human form of life. And next one is this right use of the human form of life. right use of the human form of life is like right use of the car is what somebody may be driving the car on the signals. He may be properly following the signal, and he may be driving from the left side of the road, and all these things he must be following. But he is missing one thing. He is just driving, and it is asked to him, "Where are you going?" So he says, "No, I am just following the rules. I am just living my life like this." So that fifth one, or the person who is very clear with the goal, so that is like a called as a spiritual use. So using this car for the right purpose means using this human form of the life with the right goal. So what is the right goal of our human form of life is to make our life perfect and go back home, back to God. So that is the spiritual use. So where the goal is very clear. Sometimes in the spirituality also many people, they may be wearing tilak, dhoti, kurta, but this goal is not clear, then they may be also coming in the form of, they may also be put in this category of right use. So, but spiritual use's goal is very clear, to please Krishna and go back to Godhead. Then this type of things, especially one can utilize this human form of life very nicely. So these five things: one is underusing the car or underusing the human form of life, overusing the human form of life, abusing, and then right type of use, and spiritual use. So this fifth one is the complete one, where we know where to go and what is our goal. So many times also it is said ki from where the things have come, they go back to that place. So like spiritual use is what? We are going back home, back to God on this human form of life. Like when we throw something in the air or stone in the air, again it goes back to the earth. Same way when you this ocean water also, it gets evaporated, and then it flows in the form of river, and again it meets the ocean. Same way this Atma has come from the spiritual world and it goes back to the spiritual world. So this is the right type of use, because this human form of life is very rare and one should use it in the right way, just to fulfill the needs of the one can just fulfill the need of the body and do the right thing, that is going back home, back to Godhead, by using this. And also this as human form of life is very special, so it can remember what we have done in the last life also. So that's what this point was spoken here is Solpamapyasya dharmasya trayato mahatobha. So his bhakti starts with whatever number of percentage he has completed in this life, it will start from the next percentage, or next, I suppose somebody has completed 50% of his bhakti, it will start with the 51%. Like there is one video which was very much viral, that there is one small baby, that baby is not able to even talk also, and this mother is asking that baby Namamishwaram Sachidananda, and this baby is completing Rupa. So this bhakti is of that small baby is done in the last life, or when that baby was in the womb also. So like I heard that this Mataji, or this mother of that baby, she was hearing that song for almost a whole year when this baby was in the womb. So one can remember that, and the bhakti goes ahead. So another one very nice story of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comes that there was one rat, and this rat, he entered into the altar, and there was one lamp, a diya, small lamp was burning, and it was about to actually be off, and suddenly this rat went there, and this rat's mustache got burnt because of that, and this diya, or that lamp started again lighting very nicely. And because of that one thing which was done by this rat, actually the rat got a highest destination. He went, actually it comes that he went back to Godhead like that. But the point is, the lamp of the Lord continued, and that's how he perform the devotional service. Even that's why it is said in the purport, Swalpamapasya dharmasya trayate mahatobhya. Another very important thing, I'll just conclude with these things. Now, what are we supposed to do as a Kaumaram Acharit Pragyo? It is said here, Dharman Bhagavatanya Durlabham Manusham Janma Tadapi Adruvam Arthagam. So, what are we supposed to do at this juncture now where we are? So, we can understand most of the people of this world, they get very much attracted by the even Maya's things. So, the point is, nobody is independent in this world. Either he will get attracted by Krishna or he will get attracted by Maya. Either somebody follows the Shastras or he will come under some Shastras. Shastras means he will get entangled by the rules or the norms of this world. So, actually, the person who follows more God's laws, actually he will not get entangled. But somebody breaks God's laws, so he will get more entangled in this world. So now what are we supposed to do? Like many people, they are getting entangled in this sense gratification. There are many posters where they are showing the photo of the person. He is having some problem. He is getting a cancer because of tobacco, and still people are eating it. So this is how actually the sense gratification goes. First of all, he has to pay for the tobacco, he has to pay for the drinking, he has to pay for the smoking and all these things. And at the end of that also he has to pay again for the doctors. And it's like a lose-lose situation. But for suppose a simple person who is living his life nicely, especially a Krishna conscious person, he is reading nice Prabhupada books, he is regularly hearing the lectures, he is avoiding his sinful life, he is living a virtuous life, and person is growing nicely. So even if you put it in a balance, so it is very easily seen that the best is to give our life to this Krishna, because Krishna and Maya both are attractive, but Maya also attracts and Krishna also attracts. But when Maya attracts somebody, Maya attracts, and as we discussed, that smoking, drinking, and then he gets those diseases also. Somebody who is very much drinking, he will get this liver cirrhosis and all. So Maya is also attracting, but Maya is giving, after attracting, she is giving kicks. And Krishna is also attractive, but after somebody getting attracted to Krishna, he is getting bliss actually. By coming to Krishna consciousness, he will have nice things in his life. I'll just quote this one incidents amongst our devotees. He would share this. Yesterday was Pushabhishek, so I can share that very nicely. Actually, we studied this particular devotee. He studied in Giri Govardhan Dhamois, and so he remembers in the old days there was one place kind of Nala tha, jahan pe ke these boys would come together and they would celebrate birthdays. And so they would throw on each other this eggs or that whole dirt of that mud, and like that they would celebrate birthdays. And this devotee, he was in the first year in those days, so he was not in touch with the devotees that time. And he said, actually, such a horrible life he used to feel this. The birthday means generally, in general, person feels very happy, but he used to feel very horrible. Arey, mera birthday nahi aana chahiye, kind of. And that time there happened to be a Pushabhishek in Chowpatty temple, and he had happened to go there, and there he was seeing, everybody is putting flowers, and there he was just comparing, the kind of life I am living in this Pune, especially this in the college is so horrible, and this Krishna conscious life is so nice. So why not to go for this life? This is the best life I can have. So actually, point is, then we should take to this Krishna consciousness very seriously, urgently, because this life is temporary, and as much as possible we can cover, as much as possible we can serve Krishna. That is the best thing we can do. And very important thing Prabhupada is telling here is, there is no need of doing such a big type of tapasyas and all, because we are in Kali Yuga. It's a very simple thing to practice this Bhagavad Dharma is by this following this principle of Hare Nama Hare Nama eva kevalam kalo nasteva gatiranyata, where actually I just heard this one time from Prabhuji only, that 3 times the Shastras are telling, it's a repetition, means it's very important to chant this holy name. Like some of the homes, suppose the mother is taking the milk from somebody, and some guests are going to come tomorrow, then she tells him after taking the milk, tomorrow please bring 2 liters extra, some guests are there. Then next day, then she goes inside, keeps the milk, and again she says, दूध वाले आपको पता है ना, हमको कल फिर से 2 लीटर चाहिए. She says, yeah, he says, yes. And once again he sits on the bike, again she reminds, tomorrow don't forget to bring. So, because it is very important, same way, the Shastras are telling, Hare Nama, and Nasteva. There is no other way, no other way. Three times means, just by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra very nicely and attentively, we will be successful in our life. And Prabhupada is telling here, one will be saved from the cycle of birth and death. So, just by chanting these holy names in this Kali Yuga. So, I will just stop here. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhuji can add.
हरे कृष्ण. किसका प्रश्न है पूछ सकते हैं. हाँ इंग्लिश और हिंदी. कैन आस्क क्वेश्चंस इफ दे हैव.
English.
Question. You very nicely explained about the importance of human life and how we should be spent in Krishna consciousness. But although it is true that people are suffering very terribly and they are getting diseases and they have to spend for the doctor, and they know their life is very happy, then why are they not taking to Krishna consciousness? Huh? Because we are presenting such a beautiful thing for them. You know, majority of the populace we see again and again going towards sinful life and increasing their suffering. Why is that so?
You can, I'll just try myself whatever I have learned. Actually, whatever as per Srila Prabhupada's things, whatever I heard, because they are identifying with their bodies too much, and that identification with the body is too high, and that is that attraction is also almost, sometimes the person feels more, that attraction to the Maya, he feels even more than Krishna also. So that is my just humble understanding, that people are feeling more and more attracted to Maya because their sense gratification and all, they are getting there very easily and cheaply, and generally the person goes because his for this sense gratification more than Krishna consciousness. Sometimes he feels little bit, though Krishna is attractive, but he is not able to gratify his senses in the way the Maya can give. But actually the intelligent, because he is not intelligent, actually the first thing is, and he is ignorant, and he is feeling that senses are all in all, and this body is kind of, as you say, all in all. That's what is his understanding, because that avidya is not going away. That's why he is not taking up to Krishna consciousness so quickly. This is my understanding. But you can add.
Hare Krishna. Today's verse is for Kaumaram. I have a small kid who is in that age. We try to bring him to temple, but there is also resistance from the family. So he's 5. So my question is, should we take these words as absolute, or should we think that okay, it's indicative, it just for the time, place, and circumstances? I'm not sure if we take what the verse says as it is. Because the family is saying it's too young, it's chota hai, with a 5 saal ka hai, like that.
So, actually, yes, these are the words given by Krishna, especially Vasudevji. And these are not ordinary words. And Prahlad Maharaj is giving these teachings now. So, of course, these are right words. There is no doubt about it. And as you are feeling from the family side, there are restrictions and all. But if you see from Prahlad Maharaj what is telling, there are many people who are taking to Krishna consciousness at this age also. And now as per this question, so you are asking ki whether I should really take it so seriously. Yeah, actually, because Krishna, this Prahlad Maharaj is telling, we should try our best. No, it doesn't mean ki, yeah. So then that's why initially I explained that ki, then everybody will take up to Krishna consciousness at the age of 50, 60, 70. Why to take in young age also? Everybody will say young age में ये है, बाद में ये है, बाद में वो. But so now this particular Komaram, if it is possible, we can give. There are gurukuls, or there is a way we can make them Krishna conscious. Like yesterday we had one of the camps of here boys. So we called one of the Grahastha devotees to give this camp to the boys or some classes. So he brought his one kid also. So he is 8-9 years old. And he told him also to sing Narsimha-arati. He sang Narsimha-arati. Amongst all the students are singing Mangala-arati, Narsimha. He is singing Narsimha-arati. He felt very special. So I was thinking in that way, if you make that boy feel or that small kid feel very special, then that kid will also feel very nice. And this way we can bring him to Krishna consciousness. This is just my small mission. But it is right words. These are right words. There is no doubt about it. If it is possible, we should take it seriously.
And there's this doubt in my mind that this was in Satyuga. But does it have any relevance that in Satyuga the people were very huge? At the age of 5 they must be. Does that have any relevance? Or it still applies equally to Kali Yuga souls?
I have not heard that, but Prabhu can say something about it.
The Shastras are always absolute. It's not that according to age we have to modify the Shastra. Huh? You see, right now people are getting old or no? People are getting disease, people are dying, people are taking rebirth, there is suffering in the world. Is it Dukalayam Ashashvatam or it has become Sukalayam now? Correct now? So, therefore Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are as relevant as they were 5,000 years ago. And there is absolutely no doubt. One more, if you send me a mail, I will send you an article of Urmila Mataji. The title of the article is Experience the Best Teacher. In that article, I will tell you briefly what she says. She says, a 5-year-old child, some parents think, why to push him to become Krishna conscious now? Now let us take him to Disneyland, SL World. Usko dunya mein maja lene do. Take him here, there. Let him have fun till the age of 20, 25. And just as we all came to Krishna consciousness, the right time mein aa jayega wo. But when the boy or girl grows to 20, 25, you know, they try their best to enjoy their senses. But when they are frustrated, they commit suicide. And many of them become depressed. They eat sleeping pills, tranquilizers, painkillers, things like that. They get into drugs. So the material life in dushpurena analenacha. Krishna says it's like pouring petrol in fire. Leading your children to sense gratification is like leading a goat in the slaughterhouse to be cut. She is telling. So what she is telling, I mean the children are small, 5 years, 6 years. First thing is parents should be highly exemplary spiritually. They should wake up in the morning. They don't tell the child you wake up in the morning. They should wake up. They should do arati. They should study Bhagavad Gita. They should sing Vaishnava songs. Children are going to see what is my father's delight? What is my mother's delight? Where are they delighting in? So those parents who are strict with themselves, many of their children become first-class devotees. Number one. Number two, parents should facilitate the devotion service, just like he was telling now. If you force a child that, bow down, get up, do this, do that, they feel you are like very pushy parents. On the contrary, every child has the desire to show off. Like he was telling, make them sing rarity, make them speak some Krishna story in the public, give them a platform to express. In BMS school, Hemangi Mataji was telling, every single child is made to act in the anniversary program. I asked Mataji, you have 300 children, how they can act? No, Prabhu, whichever child has no talent to act, we put them the monkey dress in Ramayana and made them into 30, 40 monkeys. And they are jumping with their tail, parents are clicking photo, my child was a monkey in the drama. So she was telling that we have to engage them in a way they will feel very pleasant, and we have to give them Krishna consciousness in an irresistibly attractive way. And that's the duty of the parents. Rather than push it down their throat and say that this is the way you are supposed to be. So fanatical implementation of Krishna consciousness will lead to animosity when they grow up. So you be a good example. You offer them a platform to express their talents when they are small children. Once they cross 11, 12, 13, between 13 to 19, keep them super busy and learning skills. If they are girls, send them for Bharatanatyam, send them for singing classes. Boys, send them for Sanskrit classes, send them for Mridangam Karta. They should be so busy that they have no time for Maya, especially 13 to 19. So that means between 5 to 12, give them a devotional platform. 13 to 19, give them busy engagements for the mind and senses. After that, leave them to themselves. So he gave a nice example. Take one more. Yeah.